What's up, Peak Timers? Let's open up the newest Hot Wheels 96 Porsche Carrera from HW the 90s. This is an excellent blue recolor with the gold mesh wheels on there, looking so good. I like all the graphics on there. I feel like it suits it for a 90s themed car, obviously a Carrera from the 90s, but just an excellent looking color all around. Very nice. I'm very happy with this one. Rink Racer from HW Ride-On's new for 2024 casting. And if you're familiar with the Zamboni, which cleans the ice on ice rinks, then this is the Hot Wheels variation of that one right there. So you can see this one is more of like a racer. Look at the big, massive diffuser on the back of it. That is absolutely crazy. We got this handle on here, like some sort of intakes. The color metallic blue looks really good. The wheels, I think, suit it very nicely. And yeah, it doesn't really look crazy from the front with this big plastic blob on there, but other than that, still overall a cool looking new casting. 90 Acura NSX from HW the 90s. And this has to be one of the most recolored castings of all time. We've gotten many different recolors, but hey, I'm not going to complain. The NSX is a really nice car. This one in yellow, especially with those chrome wheels, suits it for a 90s, because 90s was really into those big chrome wheels on there. We got that raised kind of rear NSX-R type spoiler, big diffuser on there, but very clean overall on the side. Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR LBWK from the Then and Now series. And this one in kind of like that chalk color to it. And it's obviously being a Liberty Walk, it has the wide body. So you see those wide fenders on there. Clean, nice on the top, glossy paint job on there. And from the side, we have those nice graphics, the Liberty Walk written right there on the rear end. Pretty, nothing crazy on the rear end. I mean, it just has those little cutouts for the lights right there. From the front end, you can see nice looking headlights on there. Overall, it's not really my style of car. It doesn't really look too crazy being a Liberty Walk car, being an older one, but still pretty good collectible. 2020 Koenigsegg Yesco from HW Exotics. And check out the color on that. That is a really cool looking metallic purplish paint job on there. Blacked out wheels. These ones look like similar to like the Faster Than Ever wheels, but just a very nice paint job on there. The Yesco, you can see it, all of those nice graphics that go through the top right there. The side, super clean metallic paint job. There is that attack format spoiler for this one right here. Look at that big rear exhaust on it as well. Just an overall a great new recolor. This is probably our 5th or so recolor of the Koenigsegg Yesco, and hey, I'm not complaining. It's a great looking casting. Shelby Cobra 427 SC from HW Rolling Metal. And this is an interesting series because to me, it looks like a Zamac car, and they don't call it a Zamac, but they come out with a series called Rolling Metal. So I'm wondering if they're trying to please the international crowd, because internationally, outside of the US, they don't really get a lot of these Zamac cars. So this might be just a series for kind of the non-called Zamacs, but I think it's pretty cool. I really like this casting. The Cobra is a really nice one. Wheels look good, the striping looks good on there. They don't have the opening hood on this one, which the older Cobras did have the opening hood, but hey, nonetheless, I'm not going to complain. It looks like a good looking car, and I'm liking this new series for it. 92 Ford Mustang from HW the 90s. A nice high gloss red color for this Mustang right there. You can see that nice pinstriping that's kind of highlighted on the side. These wheels, I think they suit it for that 90s car. Got that cowl hood on there, the classic Mustang front lights on it as well. Very clean overall from the top end look. It's not too bad. I mean, this era of Mustang was very popular in the 90s, and we've seen several recolors of this one, but I think it's pretty nice. I do like this car. Porsche 911 Turbo 3.6 964 from the Tune series. And you can see this one we've gotten recolored already. We had it originally, I think, in a black, and this one is in a metallic dark gray. You can even see there's a slight little bit of an error on the top paint job right there. It's got some sort of dot on there. You can feel it. So Looks like the paint kind of blobbed on it, but hey, nonetheless, overall for a recolor, it's okay. I would have liked to see maybe a brighter recolor, maybe in a yellow or a blue or something. This color I think is just too similar to the original one, but the casting itself I think is really nice. I really like this casting. I would like to see it in more colors. They've done a great job at the new tuned series cars. Bugatti BLL Lead from HW Exotics. And this is our first recolor of the Bugatti BLL Lead. We've got it in kind of like a, it's an off yellow color, but it's still kind of yellow. It's like a golden yellow. It's kind of interesting. I do like it. I like that highlighting on that rear right there. And then on the front end, you can see those cross X's for the headlights right there. Super aggressive car. Just a really, really cool one. And I'm kind of disappointed that this is only our first recolor of this car, because this casting, it came out last year, and usually we would get several recolors by now, but this is our first one. But hey, excited to finally get the recolor. Let's have a look at the original color for it. So originally we had it in the black and the blue right there. So as a comparison, you can see the new recolor of it, but I'm super happy with it. I love this casting. Hey, and I'm dropping my old one here, but the Bugatti BLL Lead is just such a cool exotic car, and I'm very, very happy we're finally getting recolors, and I'd love to see this one in a premium casting too. Land Rover Series 2 from HW Hot Trucks. And this is a really neat casting with the surfboard on there, and then that front windshield that's folded down with the spare tire right there. You can see that one. This is, I believe it might be our first or second recolor of it. It's an interesting casting to say the least. And one thing I'm kind of disappointed about is I wish this windshield would flip up and down. I don't think it would have been too hard to do that, but just for a basic mainline casting, I guess they didn't want to spend the money to do that, but nonetheless, still looks really neat. This would be a great beach vehicle in real life. What do you guys think of this one? Lamborghini Sesto Elemento from HW Exotics. And here it is, and you can see the first thing I do notice is another slight little error in the paint right there. We got a little bit of a paint chip right there on the back end of it. Nice glossy white color on this one. We got the nice color right at the front right there. Blacked out wheels on this one I think looks really good. Lamborghini logo up there in the front end. And I was looking back at my Lamborghini Sesto Elemento collection. I was thinking we've already seen a white one like this. So I was wondering why they released another one. Then I pulled out my Sesto Elemento, the original one that they released, and you can see this one's in a matte white color, and this one's in a glossy white color. So we do get two different variations of it, which is nice. And also the wheels on this one I think are just too busy. That's the original release of the white, and the new one that we just opened up, I like the blacked out wheels on here. I think it looks a lot better. So you guys let me know in the comment section which one you think looks better, but still two great looking Lamborghini Sesto Elementos. Bumblebee from HW Screen Time, new for 2024 casting. So yes, we have seen a Volkswagen Beetle before, but this is the Transformer Bumblebee variation of the Volkswagen Beetle. So of course, being in yellow, we do have the Transformers logo just right there on the front end of it. And it does look a little bit more customized, a little bit more raised out in the back right there. It's a very, very clean looking car though. Like the lines of it are cut very, very nicely on it. The wheels, I think they suit it. Not really my style of wheel, but still they suit the car nicely. Got that chrome base on there. Overall, it's a pretty nice looking Volkswagen Beetle. 73 Jeep J10 from HW Hot Trucks. And this one right here, for the third time today, we look like we have some more paint errors on there. We got some chips on the top right there. This one is in a gloss white color, the K&N logoing on the side of it, as well as that front hood right there. We got the push bar in the front with two little lights on the top right there. Got these spare tires on the back end right there. The wheels look pretty good for this. I think they suit it very, very nicely. So overall, it's not too bad of a car. I think they've done it nice in this color and the graphics. What do you guys think of this one? Track Dwagon from HW Track Champs, new for 2024 casting. And this car is part of that Netflix Hot Wheels Let's Race series. And this is a nice new for 2024 casting. So it's a wagon. It's meant to be a track star, and a dwagon is what they say. So a wagon and a dragon. So, I mean, it's not too bad of a car. It's kind of, I mean, it's a mixture of some mainline castings like maybe the Volvo Drift wagon, different wheel tire combination, a lot of graphics on the side. I'll be honest, it's not really my thing. I'm not really a big fan of this new casting, but you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this one. Bone Shaker from HW Track Champs Treasure Hunt. And we can see in the inside, there's your Treasure Hunt logo to confirm. And then we look on the side of our Bone Shaker, and just right there on the door, just above the 84, you can see that Treasure Hunt logo. If we look on this side as well, we can see it in that same spot on that side. So very, very nice. We got it in a matte white color. We got kind of like that nice like chrome, that like titanium chrome right there for it as well. The Bone Shaker is just such a classic casting. We've seen so many recolors. I mean, I have to say, I was saying that the NSX has been recolored the most. I think it's actually the Bone Shaker is probably got to be the most recolored casting of all time. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below, how do you think of this new Treasure Hunt Bone Shaker? Kowloon's Hypervan from HW Metro. And I'm sure I probably didn't pronounce that right, but I asked you guys in a previous video when I unboxed this from the case where this one came from. And a lot of you guys were saying it was from either China or Hong Kong that this car came from. So interesting that they have that. You can see it, to me, it looks like I thought it was like a Japanese logo on the front, but I guess I'm wrong on that one. But it is a bus. It is a new for 2024 casting, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting to see them come out with these like Metro vehicles from different areas around the world. I think it's really cool for the people in those areas to collect these ones. A lot of people here in North America probably don't understand it or don't get it or don't know what it is, but hey, they're just kind of making cars for everyone, and I really do appreciate that. Mazda 787B from HW Race Day. And this is the mainline variation of what would be the Super Treasure Hunt for the 2024 Hot Wheels K case, but this mainline variation looks really, really good. I like the colors on it, like the different wheel combination right there. The big Mazda logo on the back right there looks really, really neat. Look at even on the front end, nice graphics, good race graphics on there. This is a really cool race car back in the day with the rotary engine on it. Sounded really cool in real life, and I'm on the hunt for the Super Treasure Hunt variation of it. I know a few other YouTubers have found it, and I'm kind of jealous. I want to get the Super Treasure Hunt of this because it's just such a cool looking car. Pontiac Aztec Custom from HW Modified. And I believe this is our first recolor of this casting. We got it a few cases ago. It's got the 68 on the side, the year of Hot Wheels. This is kind of like a burnt orange color on this one. Gold wheels on here. And I know a lot of people love to make fun of the Pontiac Aztec as being the ugliest car of all time ever released from a manufacturer. And hey, it's kind of like one of those things that are nostalgic, that now that you know it's kind of the ugliest car of all time, it's kind of starts to get cool again. And this one in the customized format, I think it's not too bad. It's kind of cool, but yeah, no, it's not really one that I'm gonna be excited for recolors or for collecting. Layan Lowrider from HW Reverse Rake. And this one's in a really cool looking matte copperish type color. Look at the graphics on there. The engine that moves on there, which is white. Does the engine move when it rolls? Sometimes they do. Yeah, it kind of does move a little bit. It doesn't have those little pieces though that hit the engine. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Yes, it does. So if we look in the bottom, okay, I'm mistaken. So it has those little, you can see those extra plastic pieces on the tires right there, which hit the engine. So the engine will move when it rolls around. So that's a really cool touch to that. Nice detail to it. Obviously being a low rider, it's got that raised front end, that's kind of lowered rear end right there. No graphics or anything on the rear end right there, just that graphics on the trunk, but very, very cool. It's a very interesting fantasy casting, and I do like it. Chrysler Pacifica from HW Vans. And this is a casting that I don't quite understand. I don't know why we need a Chrysler Pacifica in a Hot Wheels format, and they tried to make it cool by customizing it and raising it up and all of that, but I still don't see it. I think the Pontiac Aztec being just like the ugliest car of all time, but just a customized van, really, really not my thing. But hey, it might please some of you guys, so if you guys like the Chrysler Pacifica in a Hot Wheels format, you guys let me know in the comment section down below. 24/7 from HW Celebration Racers. And this is one car that I like to talk about because I like to say It is basically a Mazda RX7 before Hot Wheels got the license to the actual Mazda RX7. So it really looks like the mid-90s RX7, but it's a little bit more customized. You can see that front lip on there, the nice intake right there. You can see all the graphics and stuff, the front intake on the hood. Even on the top, it's got some cool, like, kind of cutout right there. So I think it looks really cool. Big diffuser, spoiler, everything on the back right there. It's an interesting fantasy car, but I don't know. It's kind of weird to see it being released at the same time. Even in the same case, we did get a white Mazda RX-7, but I opened up in a previous video and it looks very similar to this, but still, I like this one for a fantasy casting. Drag Tour from HW Metro. And kind of weird about this one, I noticed, if we look at the card itself, you can see it's got kind of like that gold chrome engine on there. But if we look at the actual car itself, it's just all in plastic, which is kind of interesting that they did that. We got the faster than ever wheels on there, really big on there. And just, I don't know, overall, it's kind of a weird looking casting. You guys comment down below what you guys think of this one. Rally Special from HW Dirt. This one in a nice red color on there. We got the gold chrome wheels on there, and this is kind of a fantasy off-road vehicle. It's kind of got all these weird diffusers on the back, the exhaust that comes out. Nice looking, like right here for the aerodynamics on there. Front end, we've got the lights that come up. It's kind of a weird looking fantasy casting, but it's not too bad. It's not the worst fantasy casting that I've ever seen, but I'm not like super excited to see new recolors of it. Batman, the animated series from the Batman series. And this one is in kind of a satin finish black right there. So you can see it's a little bit matte, but it does have a little bit of a kind of reflection on it. So nice satin finish. We got the blacked out wheels, the colored lip on there, and look at all the graphics on the top of that one. That is super interesting. The Hot Wheels logo right there on the rear end. Chrome engine on the inside. You can see all the cylinders that are sticking out from the top right there. It's a weird looking Batmobile, but if you're a Batmobile fan, you collect Hot Wheels Batmobiles, this is another one for your collection. And there we have all of the Hot Wheels that we opened up today. Comment down below which two are your favorites.